In this tutorial, we're going to walk through importing your events from a spreadsheet. Now, in order to do this, in order to get to this page, you'll want to go on the left-hand side of your screen, down underneath Events, and then choose Import Event. And once here, you'll see a couple different options here. And the first thing you're going to want to do is download your template that you're going to be using. So we have a Sub It Up template, which is ready-made, ready to go and be imported into our system to create your events. There's also the EMS template. So if you're using EMS, you should be able to export this template from EMS, and you should be able to upload it right here to the system. So this is what the template looks like. I have it here ready to go, and let's go through what these different columns mean. First, we have event ID. This is how the system knows that events are all one. So for instance, in this first event, which is big game, we have two different positions that need to be a part of the big game event. We have front desk and fitness attendant. Now with front desk and fitness attendant, I want them to be a part of the same event. So I have to make sure their event IDs are the same. So I made sure that there are 100 for both of them here. Now I will have the start time and end time of the event in this column here. So everything with the event ID that's the same should have the same in these two columns here. However, I could have different start and end times for my different positions, right? So for front desk, I could have a different start and end time than I do for my fitness attendant position. In this case, this is what happens, and I have them listed separately, and I have the shift start and end time different than the actual event start and end time. What you also need to do is say what quantity, how many people for each of these positions that you need. So I need 3 for each for this big game event. And then you can also put in a note that should be attached to the shift, as well as what the location is and color. If you have a color that you want to put in, you know what that code is, you can put that in right here as well. These last 3 here are totally optional. You don't have to have notes, locations, or event colors. My second event, another big game, is 2 days later. So I made sure it has a different event ID, made sure the start time and end times are the same, and then the shift start and end times are again different for this event as well. Once I have saved that to my computer, the next step is just to hit select, and I'll be able to select my file here, and I'll be able to have this saved. Now, it's gonna check for any errors. We wanna make sure that there's no errors before we upload this, right? So anything that has an error next to it will have a little triangle in it, and it'll be in red. So I can go in, for instance, for here, looks like I spelled the fitness attendant position wrong. I had an extra T in there as a typo. So if that's okay, no worries. I can just go down and select my position. If there's any issues with the shift start time, shift end time, anything like that, I'll be able to make those changes as well. And once everything looks good and we have a green banner here, we can just go ahead and hit create shifts as available, and it will go ahead and create these events. I hit view events, and it will take me right back to my calendar where these events are now created. And once these are created, they are unpublished. So if they're not currently published right now, we can go ahead and go to our total shifts here. We can see all the different shifts that we have available that we need to fill. We can even edit them as well by clicking the little pencil button and choosing someone to put in if we like. Or we can go ahead and go and add this event now to a survey and collect availability from our staff using our survey availability. That was how to import events into the Sub It Up system. As always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us via email at support@subitup.com or phone at 617-401-8733. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much.